Okay, first, should I hire an attorney? It's very important in considering whether or not to hire an attorney, what your objectives are, what you want to accomplish. Some people can do a divorce on their own. Nothing wrong with that. But many times there are issues that, as a layman, you're not going to understand. And so it's always better to, even if you don't hire an attorney to represent you in court, you have an attorney help you in drafting your divorce decree and determining how best to word the orders that you're going to be living by for the next several years. Now, the next question is, how long does it take? A divorce can take a minimum of 60 days from the time it's filed to as long as the parties want to fight. If the parties are able to work out most issues, the divorce can take anywhere between 2 to 6 months. Sometimes there are issues related to taxes, to children that require a little additional time, but most divorces should be able to be finalized within that 6-month time frame. Factors that the court will consider. There are two main issues related in a divorce. The first one is what happens with the children. If you and your spouse are unable to reach an agreement on what will happen with the children, who will have conservatorship, what the possession schedule will be, what child support will be, you will first be required to go to mediation to try to come to a resolution. And the worst case, or the last resort, is that you would go to trial. And at that point, a judge would decide. And the judge has rules that he has to follow, he or she has to follow. If the judge is deciding based on what happens with the children, the judge has to determine what the best interest of the children is. And there are factors that happen that come up in a divorce that would be presented to the judge to help the judge determine what that best interest is. But again, if you're in a divorce, both parties may have different perspectives on what the best interest is. In that case, it's all left up to the judge. Then lastly, what happens if the parties can't agree? Again, if the parties can't agree, you leave it up to the discretion of the judge. The judge has a lot of discretion in how to award custody of the kids, possession of the kids, child support, as well as a division of the property. And property is divided, all marital property is divided, and the judge is charged with making a determination of what is fair and equitable. And if there's something that is important to you, it's important to try every avenue to try to resolve it with your spouse before you let a judge make that decision. There's no requirement that the judge do anything in particular other than make a division that's reasonable and fair. And that's it.